What's up, yo? What's going on? You know the deal, man. It's the RICAN scale. We are live. Yes, we are. Hope everyone had a great day. Comic Jabroni in the house. The immortal icon, Biggie Shack in the house. What is going on, brother? Let me just send a message to John here. John Comics with Kids wants to jump on. Can you guys hear me fine? All right, Dan Pierce. Hey, Borinkin Comics, how's everything? Shelly Cates, what's going on? Oh, here he is. Here he comes. There he is.
Just a Rican in his comics. Woo!
Yo! Yo! I wasn't going to plan to do this, but John said, Rican scale? I was sitting on the sofa eating. I said, let's do it. And I just went, got some books. Yo, I said, let's do it, man.
Oh man, I've been working in the yard all day, pulling weeds, digging things out, and I was sweating up a storm. And I was like, God, what I really want to do right now is do the Rican scale. And I was like, I'm just gonna ask. I'm just gonna do this. I said 4 words. I said Rican scale right now.
And I jumped on it. I
like,
texted
yeah.
my wife. My wife is in Georgia. I texted her. I said, I'm going live. She said, now? I was like, John texted me. He wasn't doing
now.
This. Now, man, now. Yo, let's take a look at the chat. It's popping already. Yo, Second Street Marvel, Perry Comics. He's lurking. Hashtag lurking.
Always.
Hashtag rice and beans. Hashtag Rican. Yo, man.
He's dropping those hashtags.
Yo, what? You don't got a hashtag? Come on, man. Hashtag John Comics with Kids, yo. Yo, justice for comics in the house. Yo, hashtag to all these channels. How about that? There you go.
I saw it was Edwin's in the chat. Hey, Edwin, I had to go back to my shop because I forgot to pick up a book. And while I was there, I grabbed, on your recommendation, Justice League, the Starro story with the Jarro as Robin. This is hilarious. This is freaking funny, dude. Little Jarro dressed as Robin trying to fight all the villains. This is freaking hilarious. So shout out to Edwin, the comic jabroni. He knows a thing or two. He reads a thing or two. And the new Justice League is a fun, just jump into this Year of the Villains thing. I was cracking up, man. I could read a whole Jarro comic book. I would be in.
Yeah, man. So how was your day besides doing yard work?
Oh, man, it was exhausting physically, mentally, emotionally. I've been riding a roller coaster. I spent way too much time yesterday looking at analytics from my YouTube channel, and that is one of the most depressing things I've ever done. It stresses me out. I don't know about anybody else. I get like, I'm the notoriously slow-growing channel. I am a notoriously low viewer channel, meaning like I rarely get a video with more than 200 views, like almost never. And if I edit a video, I probably will get less than 100 views. All my starting lines, I've done 5 starting lines. Only 2 of them have ever gotten more than 100 views, ever.
Hey, we're in the same boat. That's why I say go live. Go live. I think people like to see us raw and just get down, see us in our natural habitat, should I say?
Hey, this is a place of joy.
It is, man. It is. But hey, there's Perry. I don't know how he does it. Edwin does it, and they put out great edit videos, and they get 400 views, even 1,000
crazy.
views.
And I will say, like, I was talking with Chad from the Comic Core, and I was talking with White Whale Comics Alec about how to better use the hashtags in YouTube to better get viewers and things like that. Because I use the hashtags, but I don't use them enough, I think.
Yeah.
And it's complicated, man. It's a tough game. And I just want like to feel like, hey, you spend time on a video, you want people to watch it.
Yeah, well said too. But it's funny because I was looking back when I first started and I was like, oh wow, 10 views. Oh wow, 20, man. That's all I got. 25. Now next thing you know, I was like, dude, at least we got 100 people watching on the stuff, man.
Well, and that Second Street Marvel says he would be happy with 200 views. I would totally be happy with 200 views. I almost never get there. Yeah. I'm usually the guy that gets like 120 on a live stream in the end after it's aired and everybody's had a chance. And then maybe 75, 90 on an edited video.
See, I get more views whenever you're online on my show
because I'm watching it.
It's because everyone wants to see you. They don't want to see the hat no more. They want to see John, man.
Not true. That's baloney. Right now they're thinking, damn, Rod's got to get some other guests on this show. He needs to bring Wolf Warner back, who was amazing.
Yo,
Buy or Pass this week. If somebody's watching Rod's channel but they missed Buy or Pass, I've been shouting this show out on the Unlimited show, on wherever I pop in. That was hilarious and amazing and informative. Dude, the CTT and Wolf Warner killed it this week. And I subbed Wolf. I've watched his videos. He's amazing. It was great.
Yo, he's just a great guy to work with. I was like, kind of like, I wanted to invite him, but I was like, I don't know, because this is the first time, from what I know, that he's doing a live show like that. But Edwin was like in the chat. He said, invite CTT, Buy or Pass. And I was like, all right, let's do it. And I grabbed the mic. I said, Wolf, you want to do it Tuesday? Yeah, man, let's do it. That was
great. It was great. Yeah.
So, let's get to the books, man. The RICAN scale is open.
How many books? We doing 5? Because I got like 100 here. So
man, we can do 5, and I throw in an extra book with 6 or whatever you want.
I got 6 then. I got 6.
That works, man. Everyone in the chat, get your books. Let's rank all of these books right now on the scale. Yo, I'm gonna have to let me start this one off, because my book's a little older, not by much, but Catwoman, issue 13.
Man. Reading the Catwoman, I love it.
All right, I have to say,
it's not a great issue.
Huh?
It's not a great issue.
Better than the last 2, though. It's that car race.
That's true.
That car race had me I was so pissed off. She took a back seat for sure in those last 2. But you know what? This was a little better. I have to say, that chick with the nose, Miss Krill, whatever her name is.
She's creepy, the villain. I love her.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yo, she was a star in this book. And for that reason alone, I give the art, I give it a 3. I give the story a 3.5. It was better than the last issues for sure.
And I will say, I'm looking forward to, apparently Joelle Jones is coming back again to do the art on the inside, like she did for issues 1 through 5 or 6, because those were fire. And those are the best. Those have been the best issues of this whole Catwoman run.
Yes.
I think it's just a lot of work for her to cover interior art and write the story. So she's just been doing story and cover A, I think.
Sure.
So it'd be nice to have her back. I think it's been a good run overall, and I love that villain. I just want to see a showdown between her and Catwoman. Sure. That's what I'm hoping they build to. Now she's got all the creepy zombie kids in her family.
Oh my God.
The whole family.
Her son killed the other kid. I was like, whoa, what is going on here, man?
It is crazy. Do you know? I gotta research that character. I wonder if like this has been her first storyline, if they just invented her for this story, or if this is a character from the past that they're bringing back. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not too sure myself. If anyone in the chat knows that, just leave a comment right now. More people in the chat just popping in.
Biggie Shaq jumped in a bit ago. He was asking about the contest. I have my contest running through the 1st of September. So you got from now till September starts. I think if I get another 50 subs, I'm going to have 6 items to give away, 6 gift boxes. So I need 50 more subs, and we get to 6, and we'll just go crazy at 800. It'll be a 700, 800 combo, and we'll just give all kinds of crap away.
Yeah, man. Where are you at now? What's your numbers at?
I'm at 745.
Whoa, watch out. He's lurking. He's right behind me.
Need 55 more.
Yo, it's funny because I'll lose 2 and then I gain 2 more and then I gain 1 like the next. It's weird how things happen.
There's Wolf Warner in the chat. Hello, we were just shouting you out, Wolf.
Yo,
great show on
Warner.
CTT the other day with Buy or Pass.
Oh man, there goes Comic Jabroni, Perry Comics, Tina Turner, and oh man, here he goes, man. He's starting. Yo, man, really Comic Jabroni, man. That's a long story. We're not gonna touch it. We're not gonna touch it, man.
I want to shout out a little love for a comic that only a few people I know are really reading week to week, or month to month, I should say. Old Man Quill is an amazing read. I know that Chris Barrett, he read up on the Old Man Hawkeye after I did my Old Man show the other couple months back. This is issue 8. So each run, Old Man Hawkeye, Old Man Quill, Old Man Logan, they have an issue in there somewhere where they give you backstory. In Old Man Hawkeye, they tell you how the Avengers died. It was amazing. Issue 7, I think. Now we get what happened to the Guardians of the Galaxy. This issue 8 is amazing. Issue 7, the one right before it, is still the best single issue of a comic I've read this year. Issue 8 picks up right after it, is great. I think the writing has been awesome all year long. 5 on the writing. I think the art is good. I'd say put it at a 4. So this is a 9 out of 10 for me. This is a great book. Love me some Old Man. But then,
so then I sold out. Then I need to go back and start getting those, man, because
it's a perfect read. Like right now, you can read Old Man Hawkeye on Marvel Unlimited, the whole thing.
I got Old Man Hawkeye and Logan,
and yeah, the original Old Man Logan trade by Mark Millar is amazing, and it's great. You can then go right into Old Man Hawkeye, which is the prequel, 12 issues. That's it, nothing more. And then now they're on issue 8 of the 12 for Old Man Quill. It's just all great.
Sweet, sweet, sweet.
Uh-oh, who shouted out Roadhouse? Perry Comics. Stop talking about Roadhouse. You're not. Oh, Chad 90 Miles from Comics is my man. He says Old Man Quill is fire. It is amazing. So good. Thank you, brother.
JIB Comics, what's up? He was the winner for July's giveaway, and he prize tagged the immortal Biggie Shaq. I got his address. I'm gonna mail out the box to him. Yo, congrats to both those winners right there.
Dan Piercy in the chat. Thank you for coming, brother. It was fun talking with you last weekend. Coast to Coast Comics Saturday.
Yeah, for sure.
Jabroni says John loves old men. Wait, what? I do. I love me some old men.
Hey, he's hanging out. He's hanging out one of the best ones in the house, man. Hang out with the old RICAN, just an old RICAN and his comics, yo.
Oh man.
All right, yo. I got another book now. I know Perry's gonna like this one because
Lobo.
That is Teen Titans. This is 32, Year of the Villain. Yo, this book, Teen Titans was one book that I had to cut back, but Perry and Elwin, man, they talk about it, they love it, and I was like, I'll pick them up here and there. And every time I grab a book, I read it, I'm like, damn it, why did I stop reading this? Yo, man, freaking Lobo. They try to kill Lobo. We like, you can't kill me, man. They tried an amazing freaking thing, dropping down this ton brick with all these spikes and injecting him. He just breaks out. It was like, you can't kill me.
Yeah.
Yo, dope.
And that's one of the best villain covers they've done so far, I think. I like that villain cover with the Lobo cover. The face covers. Yeah,
for sure, man. Yeah, there goes Edwin. That came out a month ago. Yeah, it came in my pre-orders too, buddy.
Aggressively relaxed and says, I got real mad at the Wrecking Crew for a lot of reasons in the comics, so I put a hit out on them, asking writers to kill them, and they all got murdered in Old Man Quill. They did. It was pretty. That was issue 2 of Old Man Quill, and that was an amazing fight sequence. Bloody, just people getting killed.
Man, that's pretty dope, yo. But this book, the writing, I give it all. I give it the writing a 5. Perfect. It was the perfect book overall. Even the art, I had to give it a 5, man. It was an overall 10. 5 and 5, my book, man. Teen Titans rocking right now. Don't sleep, guys. Don't sleep.
Teen Titans. So there's some DC. Should I do it? And I'll save I only have one DC book. I'm sorry to say, so I'm gonna save it for a little later. I will say the book I was most on this week was Immortal Hulk. This is Immortal Hulk 22, the new one that dropped this, was it yesterday? Yeah. And I will say the story, I give it like a 3. I think it's definitely a filler. The one right before it, 21, was super crazy. And then it looks like they're setting up the next one. I will say Edwin mentioned the last panel is amazing in this, setting up next one. The art has been consistent. I'll give that a 5, consistent all the way through. So this is an 8 out of 10 for me.
Sweet. Let's see here. Dan Piercy said Bizarro, one of my faves.
Oh, the Bizarro face. That one was weird, man. That was crazy. Yeah. Although I know a lot of people love was it Captain Cold? The Flash one was like white all around. You can just see little bits of his face.
Yep. Yo, oh, we got across the pond, Comic Geek McD in the house. What's up, sir? I don't know what time it is, but I hope you've rest up a little bit, hang out. Just a little podcast in the house. What's going on? Javi Conquistador. What's up, brother? Thank you all for hanging out.
Yeah, Wolf Warner is saying this was a setup issue. I agree, it was a setup issue. I don't know that it was a great setup issue. It was a decent setup issue. It's the calm before the storm, because you got what, 23, 24, you got 3 issues left. It's going to be insane what's going down in these last 3 issues. So they're definitely setting up some big battles.
For sure. And I can't wait to get it. It's my pre-order, and I have to pre-order because I spend too much if I was to buy books every week, and I already do as it is. And we talked about that separately in separate messages, John. I could go on a Wednesday and drop a lot, which I shouldn't, because my pre-orders are as bad as is already bad.
I went stupid crazy with my money this week, and I'll have to scale it back. But this was a big week, like several big Marvel events going on this week, and now I got to make decisions about where to go with these. Because we'll get to those, because they're next on my pile here. But you're next now. Your turn.
All right, man. I know you got Marvel, so I'm gonna drop my Marvel, and it's man. You guys already read it. House of X. This I don't even gotta say nothing, man. I'm just gonna hold it there. You guys know the deal, man. This book, there was nothing wrong with it.
House of X 1.
Yes. Well, I'm behind, dude.
Yeah, no, it's good.
I'm behind.
I'm gonna follow it up right here in a second.
And man, I don't even know, man. I read it and I went, wow, man, this was freaking fire. And I went to read it the second time, but I got busy at work. But man, I need the connecting cover of Power of X.
For Powers of X. Did you order that one too?
Actually, my LCS is holding it for me. I just gotta. I need to get there.
A lot of people were unable to get one or the other. So if you got both, you did well, brother. You did well.
Yeah, man. And actually, this is like a $15 book now, I think. Which
Don't worry, just a little podcast. I got you. We're coming up on that. I got both Marvel events coming.
Yeah, man. But fantastic book what Marvel is doing with Hickman doing that writing. There's nothing wrong with the book. It's just, if you never read an X-Men book, here it is. Just start right now. Just do it.
It's pretty complicated. I will say I would never use this as a starting line, but you could definitely get into it having never experienced it.
And they break it down
it requires a lot of reading, a lot of focus. This is not a Perry read. No 5-page Perry read. No, I got the TV on. I'm watching YouTube also, and I'm live streaming, and I'm reading this. No, you can't do this.
But
you gotta just read the book.
Yes, for sure, man, for sure. And then, oh man, guys, you've read it, man. You guys read it. I'm not going to talk about it no more.
Okay, what are your scores then? What do you got for it?
Man, 5 and 5.
Boom. And I'm all out with this, brother. This is a 5 and a 5 as well. This is House of X 2.
There it is.
This is the one that dropped this week. I went with the Jean Grey cover, where you got Jean Grey, you got Phoenix, you got her in Marvel Girl costumes over here. This was amazing, and I might like it more than any of the ones they've done up to now.
Was it better than the first one? I
think it's better than House of X 1 and Powers of X 1. I think it's just phenomenal. Wow. I thought it was a great read. They highlighted, if you noticed at the back when they list all the issues in the run, they highlight this issue in red.
Okay.
Because some serious stuff happens. You could watch the review. Drew Man Chu did a great review on the Comic Core channel, 5-minute video just on House of X 2. It was great. And several people in the chat have mentioned how awesome it is. There's a character in the X-Men universe named Moira McTaggart. She's a scientist who's been friends with Professor X and is involved in lots of the history of the X-Men, first appearing back in X-Men 96 back in the day. And what they do with her in this issue is nuts and so cool. I was like, damn. The whole issue is just her. It's called The Many Lives of Moira X. Really good.
I can't wait to read it, man. I cannot wait. Anyone in the chat, you read books? Drop them in the comments. Let us know what you read.
Several people. One God Tank says House of X is pure fire. Conquistador says House of X is good. The longer I wait to read it, though, the hype dies down. Okay.
All right. All right, so yo, I'm gonna have to say, I know you talked about this book, Superman's Pal Jimmy Olsen #1, and you know what? I did not like it.
Neither did
I
Perry,
like
but he
it,
doesn't like anything.
but I don't know. There was probably certain parts where I kind of laughed, and I was like, like what Perry would do, and I was like so hyped. But maybe it's because I don't know too much about Jimmy Olsen. That's my problem.
And it's
But my friend,
older, I will
was
say the
like,
style of it is older. Like we were talking on book club because we used it for book club. And we were saying that like it's done in the style of the old Jack Kirby Jimmy Olsen comics, with lots of little stories, not one big story. And there's a little bit of connection between the stories, but it's like little episodes almost.
yeah. But you know, like I said, I don't think it was. I don't know too much about him, but you know, Matt Fraction, he writes good. But yeah, this book overall. All right, guys, I'm gonna have to say 2.5 on art and story, man. So
5 out of 10.
yeah, that's it. We keep
All
it
right,
going.
everybody's waiting in the chat on this one, so we'll just jump in. Absolute Carnage, this $8 book. It's freaking heavy, brother. Heavy. Holy cow. This is the big book. It's got an insane amount of pages. I felt like for the money, I was really questioning buying it. I bought it, and it's definitely worth the $8. I was very pumped on that. I went with the Art Germ cover because I'm an Art Germ fan, and this is crazy cool looking cover. I am super glad that Ryan Stegman is back on this. He is working with Cates. Stegman's art is a 5 out of 5. It is spot on. And I dig the splash pages. I dig the design. I am not a Carnage fan. I'm going to say straight up, I don't care for the character all that much. I don't even necessarily like Eddie Brock, but the symbiotes in general I find interesting. And they bring in Peter Parker in a big way in this issue, and I love that. I love the intro at the beginning when it's like telling you the history of Carnage in a weird way. You can't figure out what's happening. All of a sudden it cuts to Eddie with his son, and they're walking along, and Eddie's like, so that's the story, and they're going to kill us all, and we're going to die. And the kid's like, what the heck, man? The kid's like all freaked out, and Eddie's just been telling his son like how in danger they all are of dying when Carnage shows up.
Oh, man.
And then, of course, the book is just a really wild ride. Lots of good action sequences. I don't think it's amazing. I would give it a 3.5 out of 5 on the writing side. I think there's lots of ways they could go with it. So for me, that's what, 8.5 out of 10.
All right.
Segment art alone, I would say, is worth the price you're paying here. And there's so many story sequences, but it's just not perfect yet. But I'm hoping it builds towards something amazing. So I'd say 8.5 out of 10.
There it is. John dropping it like it's hot. Comics with Beauty said John is everywhere. Is this what we can expect every summer? I don't know if I could take it. Laugh out loud.
Bueller, I needed some cheer me up. I just texted Rod. I was like, RICAN scale right now. And he was like, yeah.
I was eating. I went, just drop whatever I was eating. Let's do it, man. All right, man.
It is not the greatest thing put on paper, Edwin. I will definitely say that. I've seen people calling it absolute garbage instead of absolute carnage. I've seen people that really didn't like it. But I think if you don't like Donny Cates or you don't like any of the symbiote stuff that he's doing with Venom, why would you buy this? I wouldn't buy it. Like, you got to be interested in some of those things. It's not going to be like for everybody the same way that I would say even House of X is not just for everybody. You got to at least be interested in the X-Men to want to read it.
For sure, for sure. So are you going to stick with one cover and that's it? You're not going to buy all the other 40 covers out there?
I barely even bought the first issue of Absolute Carnage, much less two. I don't buy two covers of anything, Rod, except Die. I buy both covers of Die every week, and that's the first time I've ever done it, and I'm going to keep doing it. Love me some Die. And the covers are fire. And I'm going to be on with Tacoma Comics in 2 hours talking about the 6th issue on his channel. So Bueller can catch me over there if he wants to join over there.
Tacoma, great dude, man.
He's a cool guy. And he is an insane fan of Die. So we're going to have a whole cast of people chatting about it later.
And he has a great haircut. That's the one thing about Tacoma. But my next book, sir, first time I read anything on this chick.
Oh,
And let me tell you, this I love the cover, obviously, but
there's no bad covers.
there's no back covers. I don't know. I thought it was good. I never read her before. Maybe I should start reading more. The art was all right. Maybe I would give it maybe a 2.5. There's some blood action going on here, obviously. But I don't know. I don't know, man. This I give it a 2.5 for the there it is.
I went with the what is this, cover A or cover B? This might be cover B.
I got the cosplay one.
Man, how do you go wrong with the Alex Ross, right? Look at that. Holy cow.
That's the one I really wanted. They didn't have it.
Yeah, so this is cover B. Yeah. I feel the same way. I haven't read enough of Vampirella, but I enjoyed it well enough, right?
Yeah. So I just give it 2.5, both categories, art and story. I mean, it was kind of weird, but I don't know. That's just me, guys. So moving on, we're down to the final two, John. We got two more books. Let's make sure.
I got two more. I'm gonna do my DC book here. I got
Bring
one
it,
DC
brother.
book.
Bring it.
And nobody's talking about this but me. I couldn't even get the Jabroni and Perry, these guys that love DC, they couldn't even get on board with Lois Lane. I dig it, dude. I will say the one thing killing me on this book is both cover A and B have awful art. I do not care for this cover A all that much, but cover B was worse. So I went with cover A on this one. Versus that Jenny Frizen for issue 1, that cover was amazing. I find this book like quirky, interesting, funny, and then badass. I'm just going to show you why the artwork is a 5 out of 5 inside for this.
Well, Justice
Nobody
said
nobody
like
likes
Lane.
this.
I don't know.
This sequence right here, somebody tries to gun down Lois Lane while she's at a restaurant. This guy pulls out an Uzi over here, and he's blasting the whole restaurant up. And then the question is played by Renee Montoya, right? She's the question now. She just beats the living daylights out of this guy. It is badass. She's like flipping him into the wine rack and then grabbing just whatever weapon she can find and beating the snot out of this guy. I love this.
Who's doing the art in that one? That looks pretty dope, man.
Yeah, I really dug the artwork. Let's see. It's Mike Perkins. I don't know Mike Perkins. He did this cover A, I guess. He's doing cover A on this. Didn't like the cover A. I also dig that the storyline has to do with in another comic, Lois was caught kissing Superman. And it's like a huge scandal now because they think she's cheating on her husband kissing Superman, right? They're keeping the identity of Superman a secret. So now it looks like Superman is having an affair with a married woman and she's stepping out on her boyfriend or her husband, Clark. I think that that's funny the way they're using that in the story. I think it's really good. It's a good read. I dig it. Rucka's doing a great job. I know it's a lot of shade because it's got politics in it, but really it really doesn't. I think anybody who claims that they don't like it because it's got politics isn't probably reading it very closely because it's not. But it's just a great espionage spy thriller kind of thing going on. I dig it. And I think I like it better than The Invisible Woman, which is doing something similar.
All right, nice.
So story, I'd say 4. Art, I would say 4. No, let's get art 5. I'll do 9 out of 10.
All right, there it is. He just ranked those books on the scale. And we got Ninja Dairy Comics in the house. What's up, brother? Thank you for hanging out. And the Senate. What's up, Senate? And Comics with Bueller, if I didn't mention you, we just mentioned you now, man.
Just a Little Podcast says that the Question is a sleeper character. I totally agree. The first appearance of Renee Montoya as the Question and Renee Montoya's first appearance, those books are going up right now. They're hitting. So if you can snag one now before it gets crazy, I know that character has a possibility of appearing on some shows, but screw all that. She's showing up in good comics, and that means longevity. Good story means the character's going to last.
Yep. And talking about good shows and maybe a movie coming out next year, which you was with the fellas talking about Oblivion Song, issue 17. Wow, guys, I've been on it since day one.
You have.
And let me tell you, Robert Kirkman is on fire. The book, it is dope. the artwork is just amazing. It's freaking different, man. The monsters and everything. You got some faceless people here, these villains. Yo, you haven't read it.
No, I've only read up through issue 6. I've got trade number 2, and I promised Edwin I would dive right into issue 7, so it's probably going to be tonight before bed.
Yeah. Yo, the book is awesome. There's nothing wrong with it. 5 and 5, both categories.
Boom.
That's right there, man. That's it. 5 and 5, man. That's all I gotta say. And get ready. That movie's dropping next year. That's what
it's going to be good. I'm excited to see how they film it. Who's going to be involved? I'm really curious about some of that stuff. It could be really great.
And like I mentioned before, man, it's based it's from Philadelphia, man. If you got something that has to involve Philly, I'm in it. You sold me already. There was someone in the chat here. Tony Fett in the house. What's up, Tony? How you doing, brother?
Bueller's making me laugh in the chat. He says Lois Lane is a cheater. She's going to be on Maury Povich to decide who's the baby daddy. Oh, you're slaying it, brother. You're slaying it.
Hey, check this out, John. Tony Fett said, "Hey, Rod and John, great show so far. I got to get both these dudes in for an interview." He already He already interviewed Edwin. He wanted to interview me. I just haven't got around to it. So, John, man, there it is, brother.
You know me. I show up at the opening of an envelope. I'll be anywhere. Like you tell me. I'm clearly everywhere, as Bueller says.
All right.
Okay, this is a comic connected to Bueller for me because he came on the book club when we did Dead Man Logan issue 1. And I liked it so much when we were chatting it with him that I've continued to get it. I know Bueller backed out around issue 5. It did lag. I think it could have been a 9 or 10 issue run instead of that. But issue 10 just dropped this week, and it is awesome. This is an issue that's insane. Huge X-Men characters dying. There's like an army of Sabretooth spawn. All these little like Sabretooth like genetic clones. They're like attacking. It is too freaking cool. And the ending, I can't explain how it happens, but this giant explosion is cool and insane. The ending was really, really great. I'm going to give the writing, I'm going to give a 4 out of 5. The art, I don't love it. It's good. I give it a 4. So this is a, 8.5 out of 10. I am super excited for the last 2 issues of this. But you know me, anything old man, I'm back again. But it's dead, man. It's not old. It's past old. It's now dead.
Yeah, man. Just looking at the chat, man.
Bueller says he dropped that book after I told him I liked it.
Oh my God.
He's fire in the chat. You gotta watch out. That guy here, he's fire. You gotta watch him.
Oh man. And my last book, sir, and I'm gonna end it with the bang because I'm Flash, man. And
that's the end of that storyline, the end of year 1.
I was kind of sad. I had a little teardrop just drop. I was like, it was so good. Hopefully what they're doing next is going to be just as good. But Josh Williamson is just he's amazing. He's going to be doing work with Tom King, actually.
I heard this.
So, hey, if you've been liking what he's been doing with his last story arc, so I think him and Tom King, it should be good, man. So I don't know.
You mentioned the curse words. You're gonna get Perry and Jabroni freaking out that you liked something that you're shouting out Tom King in a good way.
I know. It is what it is, and they're gonna crap on me anyway. Because right now, look at Perry. Ha ha ha.
See, there he is. There's the Senate. You, Tom King.
Yep. So
Tom King gets a lot of hate, but people are quick to forget. Everybody loved him when he was doing Mr. Miracle. Everybody loved him when he was doing The Vision. I think he just was a bad fit for Batman, and if we can just wipe that slate clean, I think it'd take a lot of bad taste out of people's mouths. He'll jump onto something else that's a good fit for him, hopefully. And I don't think he needs to be on a big DC character. I think he doesn't need to be on one of the Trinity. I think if they gave him a chance to do a smaller character and really reinvent a character that nobody has a huge love for, like a Mr. Miracle, you'd get something amazing out of it. I think he's just not meant for the Trinity. Yeah, I saw Old Man Batman. It's too funny.
But those are the books, guys. John, you got one more?
No, I am done. That was my last one. I did want to shout out that my contest is running. I know people are making the comments in the chat. I was just wanted to remind them. Come on, my subscriber contest video is I think one of the last 6 I've done. But all you got to do, make a video showing me 7 cool things from comics and movies, items, objects, and then which YouTubers you would give them to. If you want to give Comic Tom the green power ring, you do it. You want to give Bueller a solid gold toilet from Gold Member, you go for it. Whatever you think those guys deserve, you pick 7 people and give them 7 random things. I've seen people do it in like a 2-minute silent video. You do it however you want to do it, and then you are in. And if we get to 800, I'm giving away 6 packages with 7 books in each package, plus a trade. And I got some sweet trades the other day. I found some sweet trades.
Sweet.
I'm not going to AOK Rod any glasses. No. He's going to find them one day. He will find it. It's like the lost ark. He's going to find
I'll leave them at work. They're from the dollar store. I'm not going to bring them here and drop them on the floor and get stepped on or something. Oh, my God.
Perry wants to do it live in the middle of his lurking stream. You're too funny. I do appreciate Perry's been watching the videos people made for my content.
Hold on. I'm going to put John on timeout. All right, he's back on the screen.
It's fun. Timeout's the best part of your yard stream. The best thing of yard stream. You throw somebody in timeout. I was doing it with Perry and Edwin last night. It was a blast. I love timeout.
Oh,
My
yeah.
favorite. It's also called the waiting room.
Hashtag timeout, man. Perry gets his stars at firing.
His glasses are harder to find than the island. I love it. A lost joke. Nailed it.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. I like how this is going.
But anyways, jump over, check out the video. I think I want to see a bunch more. Obviously, there's people that are like trying to think how they want to do it. It's a contest that takes a little bit of thinking, a little planning. You got to come up with some ideas, just like Bear Island and who would be your 7 members of your Royal Guard. It takes some time. You got to think it through a little bit. But yeah, you totally can do it on a live stream. Go for it. I did Bear Islands in a live stream. I had a blast doing that.
What is your stream?
StreamYard, Bueller. I'm sorry. It's StreamYard. It's not Yard Stream. I messed up. It's my mistake.
I'm sorry, Bueller.
Yeah, Comic Geek McD Hangouts is officially DEAD at Deader Than Dead Man Logan.
Some duck. What? Come on, Perry. Give it a break, man. Everyone's.
And I will say, everybody seems to be moving to the pay version of StreamYard, since it sounds like they're getting rid of the free version, or at least shrinking the functionality of the free version soon, very soon.
No, it works fine, and it seems like everything it doesn't delay or anything. It works.
No, it's just pretty smooth. I'll get to my complaint in a second. Comic Geek McD, they did it because Hangouts ended. Google wanted to revamp Hangouts as a pay service, and just making it complicated for YouTubers. I think in general, people sort of shied away from it and left it behind to move into something else. And StreamYard was free at the start, so I think people were giving it a try, and it seems to work and have a little more functionality. I think my frustration is this video doesn't appear on Rod's page for a little while.
Yeah,
it's like 20, sometimes 30 minutes before this video is available for rewatching.
Yeah.
And that's a little frustrating to me. Like Hangouts, it used to be like 3 minutes and boom, the video is there and you can read the comments and everything. This one takes a little while longer for that video to load. So that's a little frustrating. So if somebody like jumped in right now and saw the end and was like, oh, I'll rewatch it, they got to wait sometimes half an hour before they can actually go and find the video.
But I guess it's because the way it's set up, not like Hangouts where the boxes were popping up at times. This seemed like it was kind of, delayed. But right now, if you would talk or interrupt me, I would just stop talking because it's not delayed. It's like it's on point. It's totally very good. So maybe that's the whole process, and I don't know. But
it's free right now, McD, but they have tiers. There's a $20 a month tier that a lot of people are signing up for. I hear that the free version could potentially become a $10 a month version. I don't know. But the $20 a month version allows you some flexibility. You can start putting your logo, like, where is it? Up here in the corner. If you watch Reggie Collects, he's got all kinds of graphics and banners. Oops, see, there he is. Look, see. I can't do that. I have the free version right now, so mine would show the duck, as Perry would say. It's the duck tool. Sam's Tangled Web. Good to see you, brother.
Yeah, I mean, there's you can add backgrounds. I never tried a background live. Let me see if it just pops up. Oh, there it is. Even black. So I mean, it's very simple to use, guys. So I mean, just give it a shot, man. If you don't want to mess around with OBS,
The boy who had sevens in the chat. How you doing, Matt? But we're about wrapping up because we just ran through the RICAN scale for 6 books, not 5. We went one more.
6
Big time,
deep, man. 6 deep. And that is it, guys. Yo, I'm your boy, Rod the RICAN. Do you want to do the recap real quick, or just show off the books, or just?
I can do that if you like.
Let's do it real quick. All right, so these were my 6. Catwoman. This was a lot better. Man, I forget where I should have wrote these numbers down. But anyway, this was a lot better than the last 2. But this was my first book. My second book was You're the Villain, Teen Titans 32, Fire, You Can't Kill Lobo, and House of X. Come on, guys. I'm behind, but awesome book. Jimmy Olsen. Yo, I don't know. Like Perry would say, hashtag Vampirella. Yeah, man.
About a lot. I actually liked Vampirella. I thought Vampirella was pretty good. I definitely want to get issue 2, but I mostly want to get it for that Art Germ cover.
For sure. Oblivion Song. Yo, don't sleep on it. It's fire. Watch the video John did last night with Perry and Edwin. And of course, one of my favorite story arcs came to an end. Teardrop. But anyway.
And then I had Old Man Quill, which is probably would normally be my read of the week, but there were too many huge, awesome Marvel books this week. But I think it's a great read. You should definitely read up on Old Man Quill. Immortal Hulk was a filler. Didn't love it until the very end. There was some good stuff, but I'm looking forward to the next 3, the final 3 issues. This is definitely the book of the week. House of X2. This was awesome. Moira McTaggart, you'll never look at that tiny, useless character the same way again. I enjoyed Absolute Carnage. I think there's definitely room to grow and get better. And, of course, Stegman, man. Stegman's art is phenomenal. That guy can draw the daylights. Underrated book. People are skipping and sleeping on Lois Lane. I think it's a good read. You should definitely pick it up and read it. These books are going to be easy to find because people are sleeping on it. And then I finished with Dead Man Logan. Great read. Also, issue 10 was amazing. Some huge, huge deaths in issue 10.
Sweet, sweet. That's how we do on the RICAN scale, man. It was a last minute thing. Yo, and thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks for being down with it. I was like, just send him a quick text, and he's like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah, man. Thank you, Ariel, for hanging out on the RICAN scale. We'll try to do it next Thursday. Maybe we'll plan this right next time. Anyone wants to jump on, all you got to do is let us know, and I'll pick out your books. We get ours, and we just rank them on the scale, man. And with that being said, stay tuned Saturday for Coast to Coast Comics. John, what you got coming up? Let the people know.
I'm going to be on Tacoma Comics channel in an hour and a half. I'm going to cook dinner in between. And then I'm going to be on with him talking about Die, issue 6, which I picked up this week. Both covers, so good. So we'll be talking Die with whole Decon Queen and Bear Island Comics. It'll be a whole crew of us. And then the next big thing I got, hopefully Saturday night, I'm doing another round of that movie review show with Perry. And we got Carlito Classico joining us for that. And we get to see what Perry thinks of watching his first black and white movie.
And that movie made me cry, man.
It was a good movie. About Time, yeah. Last week we did 3 movies, if you saw, and I made everybody cry because About Time is an amazing movie. You should definitely check it out on Netflix. That movie is just heartbreakingly great.
Anything to do with time travel, I was so, and my wife would look at me like this, and I was just like, damn, John, every time. She said she was gonna send you a message, or she's gonna come live and she's gonna say that damn movie, John. My wife had me laughing, man. It was like 2 hours long too, man.
Well, movies are usually 2 hours, yeah.
It was long. I'm used to a minute Not a minute, not a minute, but an hour and 30 minutes. But man, it was 2 hours. That's all right, guys. Yo, let's end the show. Everyone, thanks for hanging out. Check out the chat. Anyone in the chat you don't know, sub them up. You know what to do, man. If you want to hit that like, do it. If so, you know what else to do. But we are out. Thank you, John. And not coast to coast. I'm already thinking about Saturday, yo. The scale is over, guys. See you next time. Oh, he's still there. Let me see if this still works.